I think you guys are going to get a lot of love running today.
Well, we hope so. We're going to give a lot of love back. The London Marathon, with the black ribbon that they've given people, the fact that they are donating £2 for every runner that crosses the finish line to the One Boston Fund is incredible, and they've been very welcoming and have opened their arms. Children's Hospital Trust, for me, that I've run for a couple of years, they couldn't have done more for me since I've got here because of the Boston incident.
And for you?
Yeah, I mean, it's great. The running community really supports one another. I think everyone's really happy to see us here, and it's emotionally kind of tough to be here with everything going on, but the people have definitely been more than welcoming and really supportive. So
they stopped us. People stopped us in
the streets
in my Boston jacket, saying thanks for coming, thanks for supporting us, even though they're supporting us. It's not us supporting them.
So mixed emotions for you, or just straight up joy to be here?
Very mixed emotions. The terrible incident in Boston, much like what happened in London in '05, these are things that you can't forget. Not for someone at my age who's experienced other things, but for someone that never has. I mean, is it safe to go to an event now? Is it safe to get on a bus? These are what kids are going to have to face with. And the people that have had their legs blown off, they're just going to start such a long rehabilitation process. It kind of empties the soul of what happens because of things like this.
And did you have second thoughts about safety?
I mean, I find myself very jumpy, which is something that I wasn't expecting. Just being out on the streets, an extra large boom or a crash somewhere, something that I probably wouldn't have thought twice about. I'm definitely noticing, and my mom is here, and she was with me in Boston when it happened, and it's really nice to have her here. She wasn't thinking about coming, but I really encouraged her to come because it's really tough to be in Boston right now, but I think this is a really good way to kind of emotionally process it all and put it where it needs to be and come to peace with how things are right now. So.
And you're a native Bostonian, and obviously we saw the outcome with the suspects. Any kind of closure?
I mean, it's still, with everyone has questions still. I would really like, people want to hear what his real motives were, what was causing the whole situation. It's really hard to have closure for something so traumatic as that. And growing up in Boston and seeing the cops running through Watertown, which is not far away from my house, is really shocking. It's something I would have never expected or, thought it could happen. So it's quite traumatic, but I think Boston, like everyone's saying, is very strong. So there's a lot of good people there helping each other out, which I have no doubt of. So.
And, one can only hope for the best. Let's assume there will be absolutely no problems today. There's no reason to assume there would be anything other than a great race, wonderful weather. What's going to be going through your mind when you cross the finish line?
A lot of emotions. We're doing this, I think, for all the people of Boston. We're inconsequential to this, but there are a lot of people that are in our hearts that we're doing it for. Lindsay's a great runner. I'm a very, very slow runner, so she'll have already finished, but I'll be out there, and by the time I come through, I think once I go through that finish line, which I didn't get to do in Boston, I was 1,000 yards from the finish, it really will complete a journey. And as Lindsay said, your life does change. Hearing the sirens here, when I hear a siren now, it makes me jumpy because we heard sirens for so many hours in Boston. But we'll get through it, and we'll go on, and the people of London have made it very special.
And for you, when you finish?
I'm really looking forward to this race. I think I had been before, everything happened, and I've heard only wonderful things about it from Jack. So I think there's a lot of people in Boston whose races were destroyed, and so to be able to be here and to have that honor and to run for Children's Hospital again is something that will, I think, will be representative of all the people who didn't get to finish their races and who were really caught much less fortunate than I was in that incident. So I'm running a lot for the other people in Boston, I think, who didn't really, I mean, I lucked out, so I feel very lucky to have this opportunity still. So.
London's with you, man.
Thank
you so much. We're with London in our hearts.
It means
Great.
a lot to be here. So.
Thanks.
Best of luck. Enjoy it. That's the most important thing. Hope you enjoy it.
Absolutely. Thank you, London.